Hello everyone, this is Pritam Shah and welcome to our YouTube channel Cognitive Coders. I hope you guys are doing well, and today we are going to see in Fabric how to create the log tables. Okay, whenever you are processing any jobs or copying any data, something like that, how to create the audit logs for that we will see. Okay, so basically every jobs for the audit purpose, whatever activities, whatever uh, thing you are doing in that job, that we need to just store it as a audit log. Okay, if in future if you need to check that this file that time in that specific time it has processed or not, for that purpose you can check your log tables. Okay, so how to create that in Fabric, that we'll see. Okay, so in industry level, each and every project have some log tables. Okay, so basically it is not mandatory, but most of the time they used to create these log tables in the warehouse level in SQL warehouse. Okay, so for that I have also already created this one of the log tables where these attributes, these column attributes are there: run id, pipeline name, what the what would be the run id, this is the unique thing, and pipeline name, which pipeline we have ran, what is the status, what are the source data it has extracted, and what is the load time. So basically using this pipeline, what I am doing, I am taking the data from source to my landing zone. Okay, the initial process what we used to do in any project. Okay, so there is a lake house I have created. Okay, lake house. So I know how to, I think I you guys know these things, how to create the lake house and all. If you don't know, you can see my previous videos, you can get it from there. So we have two location, one is landing, one is source. So here we have two files. Okay, so we will take this data from source to landing zone. So how to take it, that is that here in the using the get metadata activity, whatever file it is there, we will first take the metadata, the file name, and after that using the for each and every source data file, we will take it in take it in the copy activity source, and then using the item dot name, and then in destination we will, in the landing zone already selected, we will take copy it. Okay, so this is the base thing. Okay, for doing this activity. So I think you guys know these things, so that's why I'm not going deeper on this. Okay, so if you don't know, you can see my see my previous Fabric video also in the ADF series, whatever video I have uploaded in this channel, 30, or I think 30 videos are there. In that video this kind of thing already explained. Okay, much better way, the deeper details I have given, so you can check it from there, how to copy using the metadata activity and all. Okay, but here we will not discuss that thing. We will, after copying this data, how to just store that log, that this activity already performed, this is successful or not, for the future checking purpose, how to store that logs, that we will check how to do. So in the warehouse already I have created this audit log table. So now what we'll do, I will create one store proc. Okay, so in store proc, the all these attributes what I will use in table that I have mentioned here. Okay, so in begin, insert the new record, so insert into audit log, this audit log table, this will insert, and this will take this will be the mm this will be the values, the through this store proc attribute, the values will get passed and insert into this here, the same name I have kept here. Okay, so now if I'll run, let's first create this store proc. Okay, store proc execution completed. Let's see, here it should come. Yeah, the store proc is here. Okay, here is the store proc. If I'll open it, You can see all the attributes are here, everything is here. Okay, so now store proc is store proc I have created, and now what I would do, after completion of each and every task, each and every source data process, then it will just store the logs. Okay, so for that purpose, so after copy activity I need to use the store proc. So let's go. So in for each activity every file name will come, and then using the for each, the file name will process and copy the data to the landing zone. That is fine. Okay, now after processing only the uh, we will get the status and all, whatever log data we required, that we will do that. For that purpose, after this we need to add the store proc after this activity. Okay, now what we'll do, we will just here we will just first connect to our lakehouse, sorry, warehouse, SQL warehouse. Let it come. It used to take some time to load all this warehouse and lakehouse, whatever it is. Okay, so it has came test warehouse. Okay, I have selected. Okay, now in store proc parameter, still it is loading automatically. Whatever store proc it is there under this warehouse, it will come here. Okay, let it load. This also used to take some time. Load it. Okay, now you have to process these values, whatever values you have mentioned, to pass these five values from the pipeline. Okay, so how to do these things? First of all, just import the store proc. So automatically your this value passing variable, these five thing five variable things, it will come here automatically whenever you will import the store proc. It has came. Now you just need to pass your things. First what I will do, um, for load time, from here I will use the UTC. So there is a function UTC now. Okay, so I will use this. Normally UTC time, whatever it is, it will take. You can convert it, convert to UTC or something. You can convert it in the Indian time also. That is up to you. For now I am not doing these things. Okay, my purpose is to show you the how to store the audit logs. So how to convert it and all, you can check from the Google, and you can make the changes accordingly using the conversion function. Here only you can do that. Okay, so it would be your homework. You just do it and paste it in the video comment section. Okay, this kind of amazing video I'm creating, meant for you guys only. You just show your love in the comment section. You just show your effort in the comment section. Okay, so that you guys are also doing with me, so that this thing will give me the big boost up. Okay, so this will give me the uh, energy to create more new things for you guys. Okay, so just do it with me. Okay, and show it in the comment. So here the pipeline name, how to pass. First I will take the pipeline dot. Okay, here the pipeline name, it has came. The same thing, run id I need to take. Once again I will take the pipeline dot run id. Okay, the same, the source name, how to take this. I will take it from source name, whatever it is coming to the copy data. Here it is the item dot name. The same thing it would be here, item dot name. Item dot name. Okay, that's fine. status. Now what is the status? So based on the copy activity status, it would be defined. So activity output will go to activity output, activity output dot, so sorry, activity dot status. Okay, copy activity dot status. Okay, it's fine. Now I have defined the store proc. Now what I'll do, I'll just save it, and before running the table I will just validate. It's fine, I think. Let's run it. If there would be any issue, we'll sort this out. Okay, so now for now what would it would happen, it will copy these source files to the landing zone, and it will log the whatever running activities it is happening. Okay, so first of all, let's check if there is any data or not. Select star from audit log, audit log. Okay, so you can see the all on the table, my audit table is empty right now. Let's run it. So here I can see these are the file names from the child item, and each and every file names it will get passed. If you see and see the first Indian employees, it is getting copied. Now the store procedure is executing for the first time. For it has successful in store proc. What are the attributes it has passed? And see retention PL and all the store proc has passed. Source value, these. Okay, the whole pipeline succeeded. Okay, now first I will check the pipeline copy the data and the source file has copied or not in the landing zone. Let's see, let's refresh it. Yeah, you can see the timing is this, and both the file has copied. Okay, now go to here. Now let's run the query. Yep, load time is this is the UTC time you can see. So from Indian time, 5 hours 30 minutes behind it is. Okay, now see. So status is success for you can see the run IDs and all. These are the run IDs. These are the source names. These are the files processed using the for this using this pipeline on the same run. Okay, these are the run IDs you can see. Okay, I hope you guys have understood how to create these log files and all. If you have any kinds of doubt, you can you can ping me. Okay, the same you can see the same run ID, it is in the two times, because on the same run only these two file gets copied using the for each. Okay, but the run happened only one time, that's why run ID is same. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, I hope you guys have understood the concept. uh, very soon we will come up with a end-to-end project on the fabric. Okay, so just stay tuned with us, and if you still not subscribe our channel, you can subscribe our channel and press the bell icon button for getting the notification and support us. Okay, so if you love our video, if you like our video, then show your love to us in the comment section. Okay, comment it and whatever I told you. So convert the UTC. I have used here directly UTC time, and you can convert it this UTC time into Indian timestamp, then store it. This kind of small activity you perform by yourself and just comment it. Okay, that you did this thing, then I also get motivated that you guys also doing with me. Okay, and I also get to learn, okay, the new things. So thanks for watching our video. For now, bye. And once again, if stay tuned with us, we very soon will come up with the end-to-end project video on Microsoft Fabric. Okay, thank you guys, thank you.